Hey guys, today is the third episode in the Bad Batch series. Today I'm going to show you how I made this. This is my Wrecker helmet, completely made out of cardboard. Now let's get right into the build. Okay guys, so I have some templates here, and I cut some of them out onto cardboard. So this is the main circle, but what I did with this, I had to cut some details into it, because that's what I just drew them out where they were on paper right here. You see, there's the things, the indents where these will fit into, and then these details which are gonna be covered with some cardboard. So then this is the finished ring that's gonna be the base of the helmet. Then we have the main faceplate, and we have the back. So let's go to a time lapse of gluing all of them on. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna start with is gluing those three separate points to the ring or the support of the dome. So when that is done, you're gonna go and reinforce the back, because if it's not reinforced, the glue can rip off, and you just want to make sure all the glue will cool down in time. So you see I'm holding it there for a few seconds, then putting a piece of cardboard on the back to support it. Now I am taking the piece for the back, then wrapping it around and meeting it in the middle of the two pieces. So that's it. Okay guys, so if you didn't see, this is actually how much I got done. It's looking really good. So now we have a detail piece cut out. This is where it's gonna go. So I cut it out onto cardboard. Now I'm just gonna have to cover all the corrugation. So I'm gonna do that, then get back to you guys. So let's go. Okay guys, so you're taking that piece, then just taking very thin cardboard and wrapping it around the edge. So you're going to want to do that for all the sides, then you're just going to glue it in the middle of the face. Okay guys, so I attached the face plate. Now I am going to take these pieces, attach them, and wrap them around the helmet. So I have two of them, one for each side, so I'm going to glue them on, then get back to you guys. So let's go. So the detail's on. Now I'm going to work on the back vent. It's basically one big rectangle and three smaller ones, and all the corrugation's covered. Glue all of them together, as you'll see in a minute. And then you are going to glue it directly onto the back of the helmet. So I don't know what this is, vent or whatever, but it looks good. Okay guys, so I attached the vent like you just saw. Now what I'm going to work on is the dome. So I have these supports on. These are going to act as the framework to the dome. Now I'm going to just take some pieces of cardboard, put them across, and this is just to make sure it keeps the curve when I'm working. So let's get right to the time lapse. Okay guys, so we're just taking a strip of cardboard, gluing it to the front, and bringing it all the way to the back, making sure to follow the guides we made. Then with that, you're going to do the exact thing to the side, but instead of meeting it to the other side, you're going to meet it to the dome. The main dome strip, I don't know what to call it, but you'll see in 1 minute. I'm taking a piece of cardboard and just gluing it onto that piece we already made, and then gluing it to the band of the support. I don't know what to call it, the ring of cardboard. So this is what we have to do for the other side. Okay guys, so as you saw, I just added all these supports. Now we're going to work on filling these in. So let's go to that time lapse. Let's go. Okay guys, you're going to take the piece of cardboard and glue it on to the little cross section and glue it onto the ring. So you're going to have to do that for all four. But what I do is take a strip of cardboard and then I trace out the actual triangle. So that's how I get everything so perfect. Okay guys, so as you saw, I did these two pieces. Then I went ahead and I did the back too. Now what I have to do is fill in all these little gaps. So I'm going to do a few of them off camera. So this is what they end up looking like. I'm going to do a few off camera, then the rest on camera. So I'll be back to show you how I do them very soon. Okay guys, to fill in the little gaps, you want to take a piece of cardboard, put it behind the gaps, and trace out the shape. Then you're going to glue it on in between the gaps. So this is one of the more time-consuming processes, but it always turns out good in the end, and it is definitely worth the time. Okay guys, so I finished the dome and it's looking really good. So right now I'm working on the details. So right here I have two of these, well, I'm pretty sure rivets. So now what we're going to work on is the earpieces, and that's going to be it before the last part, which is spackling and painting. So let's get to the time lapse of making the ears. Let's go. Okay, guys, so these are the templates I have for the ears. So we have these pieces, which are going to go on the outside of this to give it some more layering. So I'm going to cut this out of cardboard that looks something like this, that's corrugated. And these are going to be a lot thinner, so they're going to be on a lot thinner cardboard. What I'm probably going to do is something like this with no corrugation. So I'm going to cut out all the pieces and then start assembling it in a time lapse. So let's go. So I'm taking the base of the ear, gluing it, then wrapping it underneath the helmet. Then I'm going to glue all the details on. So that includes the outside and the two pieces on the inside. So it did take a little bit of time and a little bit of working to get everything to stay in place. So a few attempts and eventually it will work out. It did take longer for me. Then you're going to cover the sides, corrugation on the ears, and then that's it. Okay, guys, so it's looking really good. The ears really do make it look really good. And as you saw, I had to cover the corrugation because it just looked too obvious and I just didn't like the look. But now, let's get to one of the final parts, spackling. Guys, to spackle the dome, you're just going to take it and then rub it on all of the cracks. Do it as thick as you want, because I am going to end up sanding it. I don't know about you, but all visible cracks, just go over it with some spackle, and then you should be good. So, everything. I used to cover the entire dome in spackle, but there's really no need for that. Just all the cracks. Okay, guys, so the spackle is on. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some sandpaper, 2 different types, a smooth one and a rougher one, just to get the bumps down and then smooth everything out. So I'm going to sand everything and then give it a primer of gray. So let's go. Okay, guys, so everything is painted with the primer. Now I'm going to take some painter's tape, mask off what I need, then I'm going to paint it white. So I'm going to do that, then get back to you guys. So let's go. Okay, guys, so I taped up the helmet until everything that's going to be painted white. So let's throw that layer on. Okay, guys, so the white is on. Now I'm going to mask everything off. And then, again, I'm going to be hitting it with another color. It's going to be this dark red. So I'm going to mask everything off, then get back to you guys. So let's go. Okay, guys, all the masking is done. So now let's give it the red layer. Let's go. Okay, guys, so the red paint's on. And it's looking really good. Now I have some regular paint, so it's time to do some hand painting. So let's go to a time lapse. Let's go. Okay, guys, so to weather some of the pieces, for all of the red parts, you're going to take some white and just add a few chips to the red paint. And same with the gray, add some red chips there. And then I'm just touching up some of the white spots as well. And then you are going to take the black and weather all of the white areas, because the white gives the good dark feeling that you want with a helmet like this, because this is a very dirty helmet. Then I'm going to be adding the 99 on the front, so just 2 lines and some squares that aren't filled in. So all the painting's done and it's looking really good. Now we need to fill in the eyes. So I have this material. I got it off Amazon. It's window tint. So I'm just basically going to glue it inside in the eye holes. So I'm going to do that, then get back to you guys. So let's go. Okay, guys. So I added the lenses in, and I think it looks awesome. So this is the build done. So let's get to the outro. Let's go. Hey, guys. Thank you for watching how I made my Wrecker helmet. I'm super proud of how this came out. And I really hope you subscribe so you won't miss other helmets like this in the future. Because up next, I'm finishing up the Bad Batch. As you see, I have Tech and Wrecker done, because this is what the video was about. So next video will be about Crosshair, and then we're going to do Hunter. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.